That's right. I'm healing. My throat's a little sore from the breathing tube, and my my innards are sore. Got me here, here, and here. The biggest one is here, I guess. Laparoscopic surgery a few days ago. Happy to be home, healing, recovering. I have a couple things in my mind I want to shoot real quick. First, I have a new appreciation for people with real problems. I hope that's not you. I hope that doesn't describe you. If it doesn't describe you, you know people I'm talking about. I have a friend who's going in for his second open heart surgery in just a couple of days. I can't even imagine. It's not the surgery. For me, it's not even the fear around events like this. It's the recovery. The recovery can be hard, can be really painful, can be like the clock slows down. Anyway, wanted to mention that I appreciate and respect my friends who have been through a lot. What I've been through doesn't even compare. However, now I feel like I have some perspective. I want to take a minute and talk about a topic that I've touched on video for years. I started talking about this, I don't know, years and years ago. And I want to talk about why I talk about it. So the topic is the year's ending. We've got a new year starting. We've got a new decade upon us. I'm shooting this about halfway through the month of November in the year 2019. And if you're watching this later on, this still applies. The clock is ticking. I've talked about this a lot because if you don't love your life, if you're sitting here watching this and you love your life, you can stop watching. The rest of this video doesn't really apply to you. Congratulations. Way to go. Way to be in the driver's seat of your own life, calling the shots, taking charge, doing your thing, doing what you want to do, leading your life, living your life the way you want. For everybody else, which I think unfortunately is a lot of people, why do you put up with it? Are you still going to be putting up with it tomorrow and next week? I've done this kind of content over the years many times because I have the black and white. I remember the day, the moment I made the decision that I started. The better way to put it is that I started making the decision. You have to make it every day. It's like being married. You wake up and you decide to be a good spouse or not. So I started waking up and more often than not making better decisions, being, decisively choosing to sit in the driver's seat of my own life. And so I've got this black and white comparison in my history where I struggled, and struggle would be a good word to just put. I was at financial red line all the time, barely surviving, stressing out all the time. Crazy thing is, I didn't have all that many bills. Not compared to now. I used to be able to pay all my bills on about $5,500 a month. Now we live on Maui, and I've got a family, and those days are long gone. But having a better life isn't about stuff. It's about daily quality of life. And what could you do to improve your daily quality of life? Would it be an improvement to no longer have to use public bathrooms all the time, every day? I don't know what would drive you nuts. That would drive me nuts. I'm sure there's a long list of things: traffic and overbearing boss and whatever the list would be. You know what I'm talking about. So I don't want to camp out on that too long. You get what I'm saying, right? The clock's ticking. Are you going to do anything or not? Let me talk about what it can look like if you do something, because I think the decision is easier than you might imagine. A decision can happen in a split second. it's the follow through. It's the work. I think that maybe you're afraid of. Maybe you're afraid of the unknowns as much as anything. Maybe you don't lack work ethic. Maybe you just have never seen anybody in your life kind of pull themselves up by their bootstraps, so to speak, and make something happen in a big way. I'm that guy. I've done it. I don't know how long we've known each other, or if we know each other all that well. I'm willing to get to know you. I'd love to get to know, what kind of work you do, what you're good at, what you enjoy. Do you have a family? What's your day-to-day life like? And when I ask these questions, I'm looking for cracks to fit some decisions into where I could help you. We could team up. I take a lot of joy in this. We could team up and I could help you fit in the cracks of your busy life, because I'm assuming you're busy. Steps and small decisions and small actions that build towards a completely different way of life for you and your family. So I want to take just a second, we'll wrap this up, to talk about this decision and this action. The decision is simple. Accountability might help you. I can hold you accountable if you want. I'm here every day. And I've been doing this for years. I really enjoy it. My wife has asked me every once in a while, you feel fulfilled? And, because I can have an off week or even an off month sometimes. And when I really think about what I do, why I do it, I love what I do. And the primary thing that I do is support others in their journey to break free. I can help you make those decisions. I can help you stick to those decisions if you give me permission to. So what does the work look like? The work is simple. You can create this out of thin air. You don't need money. You need a little bit of time. You don't need any money. No more money than you already have. If you're looking for a buy now button, there isn't going to be one. I'm not trying to sell you something here. Well, I am trying to sell you. I'm trying to sell you on the idea that you can do this. You can break free. You can get out of the passenger seat, get into the driver's seat, and with some steady, wise decisions over the next few days, weeks, months, you can put yourself in a completely different reality, a reality of your choosing. So, I've got a soft spot for underdogs. I really enjoy working with people who have a strong work ethic, who can get the backing of their family, because it's a big decision. It's a big decision if you really mean it. This isn't, Kristian got me emotional, I'm going to make a snap decision. Yes, I'm going to change my life, and this decision is going to stick for a week. No, don't do that. Just go watch TV. It's not worth the short-term headache. You're not going to accomplish anything. You got to commit. And I think that if you look at what I do and how I do it in detail, like really specifically, I think you'd be surprised. I think you'd be really surprised. I think you'll go, I think that the most common reaction I get these days is, wow, that makes sense. One of the most common other things I hear is, I can do that. I've had the pleasure of helping a lot of people this year hit some goals, some big goals. My friend Trent, he needed tires on his truck. He needed braces for his middle daughter, single dad of 3. He's got it rough. He really has it rough. Works really hard to take care of his daughters and just has a hard time. Well, in a matter of less than 3 weeks, we were able to check off multiple goals without him taking time off work, without him sacrificing a whole lot. We just found some cracks to fit a little bit of work into, and he made a decision every day. I've got so many that I could name here. If you'd like to hear other stories, I'm happy to tell you. If you'd like to meet some of these people, I meet up with them all the time. You'd be welcome to sit in on any of our video meetings. We meet 5 or 6 days a week, like all the time. You'd be welcome to come hear their stories, ask them questions, whatever you like. I want to encourage you that that you can do this. It starts with a decision, and I'm going to recommend that you decide to allow me to hold you accountable. If you care about this, if you want this to happen, get some accountability. It's so easy to lie to ourselves, right? I've done it a lot in my life. So I don't want to see you go that way. All right. I'm tired. I'm going to go heal. Talk to you soon.